Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Point with the Blood and Titanium DLC. After our success with our Disciples of Anu diplomatic mission in the last video, we're going to be moving along and taking care of this Synedrion one that we have over here. Before we do that, we will be moving the Thunderbird back to Phoenix Point just to do a little bit of recovery. And the Manticore, which is currently on its way to Phoenix Point, we're going to divert that because I have other plans for them. I've noticed that there is a new Jericho heavy down here that I would very much like to hire, and we can also grab ourselves a Synedrion infiltrator. So we're going to head over to this base here, and let's take the Thunderbird and move that over to Phoenix Point. Manticores are a fair bit faster than the Thunderbird. So now we can manufacture the Disciples of Anu pistol and the ammunition for it, so that is useful. We do have some more research going on, so let's just do this. So, okay, we need to find out how much this heavy is going to cost us now. It's going to cost us 706 materials. We're a bit short on materials, but we can trade. So we need 706 materials. There's not an awful lot that we can get from them here. That's as much as they have to spare. So we might need to see if we can pick some up from elsewhere. You have materials. Let's move you down to Synedrion. And we can go straight into the trade screen from this. Would have liked to have been able to have gotten more, but yeah, that's a lot of materials to get that. Yeah, we'll leave you there. That's a lot of materials to get that heavy, but I think he'll be well worth having. I also misclicked because I don't want to move you. Okay, so let's get ourselves some more materials. Still not quite up to that 700 mark yet. Now then, there are some more materials in this Synedrion haven. So let's go and grab this one. We're just going to try and get as much as we can for now. Not quite there, just a tiny bit more. Anybody have any we can grab? We can grab some from here. In the meantime, you guys are still not quite healed up. Nearly, but not quite. Now we can... Right, Manticore, can we trade with you? You won't let us trade. You either have nothing left or you're unfriendly. You won't trade with us. We could go ahead and raid them, but that's not ideally what I want to get into right now. Let's go and check with this one over here. Somebody will be willing to trade with us. And that will be enough. So we can grab ourselves a heavy. And a heavy would be useful for us. So let's fly you back across there. While you're doing that, the Thunderbird, everyone on board has healed. So you're going to go and head across and do this Synedrion mission. So, against the mist, nowhere. Mist repeller technology could change the course of the war against the Pandoravirus. It could even make a kind of peace possible. But testing the tech is dangerous, and the labs frequently come under attack. We must ensure the test can be successfully completed by eliminating any potential hostiles. We've got our team. Let's go and jump in. And here we are on our Synedrion map, and right from the start we can see a Triton. Now luckily these guys are all hanging out and having a party here. We've got a Triton. I'm going to zoom in so we can have a better look at him, because he's got some interesting arms going on there. We've also got a Siren, our very first Siren of the campaign, and we've got an Arthron carrying a shield and what looks like a virus weapon. We can always check these out by clicking on them and hitting info, so we can see that he does indeed have a viral machine gun. If we go and take a look at this Triton, we can go and see that he has the Iconoclast, so it's the Disciples shotgun. He's got Pain Chameleon, and he can spawn Mist. Ideally, we'd like to do something about him quickly. And more worryingly, we have this siren here who does have mind control and the ability to instill frenzy. I want to deal with these guys as soon as possible. They're all stood right next to each other, which I'm just going to take full advantage of that and use my heavy to send them a present, basically. So I'm just going to move forwards a little bit, and we are going to deliver a grenade right into the middle of all of that. I'm going to try and head back a little bit with it in the hopes that it will land behind the cover. There aren't too many obstacles, so we should get a fairly decent hit. Now, that'll probably trigger the pain chameleon of the Triton, and indeed it did. Looks like we've disabled the gun on the Arthron, so I'm not particularly worried about the Arthron. I am worried about the Siren.
Here.
But again, she's nice and close by, so we probably just want to deal with her quickly if we can. Going to do that by putting my sniper into a little bit of cover. Got to remember that that Triton is still around somewhere with his shotgun. Let's see if we can attempt to disable the head on the Siren. And before we do that with our sniper, we'll probably try and remove some of that armor. So let's go ahead and use an assault rifle where we can. Now, I know this is obviously a little bit risky in case that Triton comes back, but we'll deal with that if we need to. So let's aim at the head. We did get a fair few shots in there. I think we've possibly got enough for one more shot with quick aim here, actually. So let's go ahead and take that. There we go. We've actually disabled the head, so we don't even need the sniper to do that now. So that is really cool. I am going to actually use our technician to try and finish off that Arthron. He should be able to do this with relative ease. There we go. No need to worry too much about that. So let's see if we can finish off the Siren. So the head is disabled. The torso has very little health on there now. That is a decent amount of damage. We do have another sniper who does also have a relatively clear shot. There we go. And there's enough bleed stats on there now that Siren should be finished. So what we do know we have is the Triton with the shotgun, which could be problematic. There is little cover around, but we are going to move into cover, and we're going to use this Overwatch just in case that Triton moves closer. And we still have our sniper. We're not going to do too much with you. And we also have our Berserker. So we can switch our Berserker to our shotgun. And we could move a little closer. And go into Overwatch in... Again, we want to keep this fairly close.
Providing Overwatch.
And that's everybody moved. So let's see what happens. So the Siren dies and bleeds out and dies straight away. We do not currently know where the Triton is. So that could be problematic. We do need to try and find him. Yeah, he's scurried off somewhere and no idea where he is at the moment.
On my way.
So it's possible that he could be in this direction, kind of sneaking around the edge of the map in the hopes that we find him. I am going to take at least some of my soldiers in the opposite direction, because we might find something over here. I think this sniper is going to stay with this group. And you're going to move in this direction. I've still got a feeling that this Triton, whatever's left of him, is around here somewhere. Who hasn't moved yet? Our technician. You are going to head on in this direction. Not sure that there's anybody in the building here. I can't see anybody.
Moving to coordinates.
Let's go and pop these doors. Yep, still nobody in our line of sight. We're going to move the heavy as well. So let's run you past the doors. If we see anything over on this side, we should be able to deal with those. So this sniper, I think actually I'm going to run you all the way over here. Just try and spread them out a bit to lessen the chances of us being hit by any incoming grenades that there might be. And then we've got Bright Wolf with our bionic augmentation, and finally we have you, and you're sitting on Overwatch. Okay, ending that turn. We have ourselves another Arthron. He's too far away to do anything, so not worried about him. And there's another one. So all of these Arthrons have got viral machine guns. It is possible that we did enough damage to that. It is possible that there was enough damage done to that Triton for him to actually bleed out while he was invisible. So it is possible, very possible, that he's now dead. But we do have ourselves two Arthrons to deal with. They are very far away. They are on... They're not close to each other, but they are on different sides of the map.
Advancing.
So one is down towards the bottom here, and one is up towards the top. We can use a grenade to just get some cheap damage done, so why not? Actually, one of my preferred weapons for the heavy. Simply because it's a parabolic explosive. You're much more likely to hit your target than you are with something like the Hell Cannon, although the Hell Cannon can do a lot of damage, so it certainly has its uses. The machine gun is also a very nice option for the heavy also. So let's just move forwards a little with our sniper here. I'm not too bothered about using quick aim because I have already moved. We could just go and try and finish off this Arthron. Let's give it a gamble. And it pays off. Arthron is removed. So we've got Bright Shadow Wolf here. And we probably just want to close up this gap if we can, but keep him in cover. It's possible we may spot something else. We can always dash if things go terribly wrong there. You're going to be fine. And we've got our technician. We'll put our technician here on Overwatch. I don't think anything is going to come from this side, to be honest, but you never can quite tell. And then over here, do we have to worry? Have we already cleared this side of the map? Maybe we have.
Receiving loud and clear.
Let's continue to move up, though, with our team. Just in case there is anything hiding around over here. Because you never know.
Running.
I'm reasonably confident that that Triton is now dead.
There.
So with everybody moved, except you, we could put you on an Overwatch actually. There's no reason not to have you overwatching. So let's go and do that. And we'll end the turn and see what happens. No, I think it might... Oh no, okay, so we do still have two Arthrons. May take a shot. No, they're trying to close the gap. Okay, we do have another Triton over here though. So he is going to be possibly problematic. I think he can have the benefit of our grenade this time. Let's try and watch carefully what happens. So we've given him a fair few bleeds, disabled his arms. Now he is somewhere over here, so we know he's still roughly in the area. So what we can do is we can go ahead and use a dash. Basically give us a free movement here to get behind this Arthron. We can then go ahead and use a quick aim. So it's cost us a fair few will points to do this, but we get a nice good shotgun blast. And there we go, we have lethal. That gives us some will points back. We still have 2 action points. So, and we have 5 will points. So we could go ahead and take another quick aim, which now means our shot's only going to take us a single action point. So we can get around here now and take another shot at this Arthron. Again, we have lethal, so nice. 2 kills. Assault doing exactly what he should be doing. Can't really see where that Triton is now. I know that he's roughly over here, so I'm going to put a Overwatch in that direction, just in case he does. And I'm also going to move... Isn't a great amount of cover that I could put the technician in here. Yeah, not a lot of cover choices for the technician. So let's just move him forwards a little bit, keep him behind this wall. There's some cover there, but no, let's move him back a little bit, but move him further to the left. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to move the group that we have over here. Looking good. It looks like we do have the map mostly locked down on this side. We have another assault. Again, try and keep people in cover, but try if possible not to clump them together because they just become grenade fodder at that point. Okay, everything there seems fairly decent. Also just trying to scout the map to see if I can uncover anything, but doesn't look like there's anything around. And this will be everybody in position. Okay, let's end the turn. So the Triton is still alive. And we can now see him. He does still have those bleeds on him. We could probably finish him off with the heavy. I don't think our sniper has a line of sight. Although we can move a little bit closer and take a shot. That tree's in the way a little. But that was a nice shot. And there we go. Cleared the map. So, a relatively straightforward mission. No injuries taken, which is fantastic. Means we can move straight on to the next mission. And we also get a level up on one of our soldiers.
I'm glad you decided to help us. But I hope both the Phoenix Project and the Polyphonic Tendency can at least recognize that these attacks on the mist repellers aren't a coincidence. Somehow, the Pandoravirus is defending its strategic interests. Tell me, do you think we can really coexist with something like that?
Well, we want to kind of be friendly with the with Synedrion if we can, so let's agree that it's worth pursuing further.
That's what Zara said too. Very well. I hope I'm wrong.
So we get an attitude adjustment, our diplomatic relations with Synedrion have changed, and we get some free tech materials and food. So we need to do some replenishment. I'll sort that out in between videos. So Synedrion is now supportive of the Phoenix Project. Okay, so with that mission done, there's a few bits of housekeeping we need to do. Firstly, in personnel, we have a bit of training that we can do on our heavy. So Inspire, killing an enemy grants allies 1 additional will point. Now that can be quite useful, particularly given the fact that we have a weapon that allows us to do damage over such great range. We also have Rally the Troops, where we can basically, that's from our assault line, where we can basically get everybody to gain 1 action point. Or we could pick up something like Reckless, which I don't think is that useful for us right now. The damage is certainly nice. And the accuracy is probably not such a big problem with the grenade launcher, but if we were using the machine gun or the hell cannon, then it kind of does become an issue. So let's definitely go and pick up Inspire. And we can also spend a few points in speed for you. And yeah, let's just try and sort of get your speed right up there. We can certainly go through some more of our soldiers here. What I'm going to do is give... Master Marksman's not that useful when you're using a shotgun, because you always tend to be within 10 tiles of the enemy. Weak Spot could be very, very useful for reducing that armor, so that's well worth having. The rest of these traits, not really worth picking up right now. Again, a little bit of extra speed is not a bad thing to have in there, so we'll pick that up. We could get some more speed for just in here. We could also pick up Healer. Get some bonus healing. We'll get some more accuracy. That's not too bad because the bonus... we have bonus accuracy, which means we're more likely to hit our target. We do lose a little bit of damage, but that doesn't affect the damage we do to armor because shred isn't classed technically as damage. So if we're just using Justin to sort of take armor off a target, this means we can focus fire more on a single body part. So that's actually quite useful. We could go ahead and pick up ready for action, but I think I prefer just grabbing a little bit more speed. What have we got that we could give to Milo here? We've got cautious, self-defense specialist. Well, we're not really using PDWs. Handguns we do use sometimes, but rarely. So again, I think just spending a little bit on speed helps us out here. And then, of course, we've got our other Justin. Extreme focus is probably worth picking up now at this point. I'd held off on that for a while, but there's no real reason to do that anymore. And again, let's just spend some points on speed. Let's just become more mobile. Return fire again, not particularly great on the Berserker. It can be if we have the shotgun equipped. I'm not going to spend... We'll spend one click on speed. We'll save the rest of his skill points for his next level up. Our technician was a bit slow, so we definitely want to go up to at least 20 on speed. Let's go up to 21. As for... So we're kind of on to our second team now. And I think for the second team, I'm going to mostly leave them be. Because they are fairly low level and we want to sort of see where they excel. So these are the guys we've got on the Manticore. So now the Manticore is heading over to New Jericho. I'm going to take the Thunderbird and head over and we'll start uncovering some new points of interest on the map. So let's go ahead and explore that. And now... we've unfortunately lost the ability to now trade to get that recruit. That was unfortunate. Oh no, I've gone to the wrong one. That's why. It was this one I wanted to go to. It's my eyes. I was wondering why there was no one there anymore. We have a haven under attack. Now that's quite a distance away. In fact, that's such a distance away, we're not going to be able to get there. So we're actually going to leave that one be. They might still be able to defend themselves. We have an exploration site. Let's search the site. We gained some materials, some tech, some food, and some research, but our soldiers did, unfortunately, suffer some damage. Only a tiny bit. How do we think things are going to go here with this attack? I mean, it's possible they might survive. We'll keep our eye on it. We have arrived here now. So we're going to go and recruit this soldier. So we have ourselves a new heavy. Now that gives us one more space. And I think ideally we'd like to go up and pick up a Synedrion infiltrator. We could go ahead and grab the one down here. So that's not terrible. No, it does look like this one is going to get wiped out. I mean, we could have probably gotten there with a lot of leapfrogging. As you can see, a few of the Synedrion ones have already been wiped out anyway. And we probably want to go ahead and deal with this nest quite soon also. Let's go and take the Thunderbird. Now, are there any points of interest along the way that we could potentially scan? Yep, let's go ahead and grab these ones. And we have now completed that area scan. We need to start another one. We probably want to start it kind of on the outer edges to where we've been. We also need to get over here and do this exploration site as well. Yeah, there's no way we'll get there in time. Not even using the Manticore, which is our faster craft. I think if we even attempted to do that, we would just, yeah, we would not get there in time. Now we have a new Jericho haven under attack. That we can deal with. Let's just make sure that I'm paused. Can we afford to hire? No, the training center is currently being rebuilt, so it looks like it was attacked. So we can't hire this guy at the moment. However, let's go ahead and we will take the Thunderbird And we'll bring the Thunderbird down here to deal with this. Although we might not get there in time either. This New Jericho Haven is also falling quite quickly.
Haven destroyed.
And yeah, I don't think we're going to get there in time. We have just managed to get there in time. Let's go ahead and do this mission straight away. So let's jump in. It's strange because New Jericho is the faction that we're not even particularly friendly with, yet we are about to attempt to try and save one of their havens. Now, we have taken a little bit of damage across all of our soldiers thanks to an earlier event. So we do have to be a little bit careful. So let's go ahead and do a bit of careful exploration. Nothing spotted
Heading
yet.
out.
Trying to keep in cover. Okay, still nothing. Let's watch some areas. We've got a sniper over here. Can't really put our snipers into great positions. So we definitely want a turn or two of just trying to see where the enemy might be. Let them come to us if there are any. We can probably run a little further in with our Berserker. Okay, now we have spotted a Triton. Triton is right at the back of the map.
Targets in sight.
Spotted a second Triton. Also at the back of the map. Okay.
Repositioning.
Spotted an Arthron. Okay, so they're all kind of hanging out in that corner. That's fine. That's actually good. I might be able to get a decent hit in there with our heavy if we can get over the building.
Here goes.
Nope, a little bit too far away, which is a shame. We can use our jetpack, though. We haven't really used the jetpack in a while, so let's go ahead and get ourselves up on the roof. Put ourselves in a position where we can make some of these grenades count. We spotted a couple more enemies there. Good. Nice to know where they are. So we've got ourselves 3 Arthrons and 2 Tritons. Right, we know what direction they're coming from now. And that, quite frankly, is very valuable. I'm going to go ahead and just sprint this sniper over in this direction. And we've spotted another enemy, actually. Now, is it an immediate threat to you? It's not. So let's go ahead and put you in full cover. Okay, there's a lot of enemies on this map. Now, they're all in kind of one spot. But you are in the best cover you're going to be in for now. And we have ourselves one more assault. Now, we don't want to eat a grenade, if we can help it. Lots of glass windows and things here, so we do want to try and stick to decent cover, if we can get it. So let's go ahead and move you over here. You do have a shotgun, so you are going to need to get in fairly close, but you are in full cover. That's pretty much everybody moved. We do have a few overwatches going on. We do want to get you in here to rescue these civilians, so let's just go in and do that. Where have you just spotted another Triton? That's a lot of enemies. But there we go. We've just got 2 civilians. There's 2 more in here. Our evac zone is... Where is our evac zone? Over here on this side of the map. Okay. Well, nothing more that we can do other than ending the turn. And seeing what these many, many Pandorans do. I am hoping that they do still stay reasonably close together. Okay, so we've got Overwatch from the first Triton. Second Triton is staying close. No, he's moving away a bit. He's spotted somebody. Got another Triton coming in. I don't think we'd spotted that one before. And here come the Arthrons. So we've got a Pandoran party going on over here. Right, we've got a grenade coming in. That's hit our heavy. Damaged our grenade launcher. Luckily, it didn't destroy the bit of floor we were standing on. Here's another Triton. And it looks like all of these Arthrons have poison spitter heads and grenade launchers. Now, because they only have grenade launchers and they don't have any other... Oh, that hurt. Because they only have grenade launchers and they don't have any other ranged weaponry like guns, then they're pretty much going to rely on those grenade launchers to shoot us. So I think they're actually a bigger threat than the... Yeah, they're actually a bigger threat than the Tritons right now. Now, unfortunately, our Heavy took a really big hit there, and he's actually bleeding. Not sure we can get close enough to him with our technician to heal him up. So we're actually going to back out as much as we can here with the Heavy, I think. And let's just get in with our technician. And we will go for a heal. There we go. Get some health back. It gets rid of the bleed. And we'll bring our technician back into cover. So that was quite unfortunate. Because I think taking a shot with our Heavy could have really helped us out. Don't want to put him behind that exploding barrel. Want to keep him in cover. So let's go and do that. So this is where we have to be careful. Right, we can start moving the civilians. So let's try and get some of these civilians out of the way. And then that'll allow our Berserker to actually get in here behind this Triton. Oh, that was a civilian I moved by accident there. Well, we can move you this way, get you out of the way, I suppose. Right, Berserker. You are going to move in behind our friend, Mr. Triton. And you are going to hit him in the back of the head. With extreme prejudice. So, that would have upset him somewhat. And we want to try and get the rest of these civilians out here. We do have another civilian that we can try and move. I think we can get out on this turn. Okay, let's start trying to do some damage to these guys. And wow, what can I say? That is a lot of enemies. I can't even really hit them from this distance with a grenade. Using a shotgun at this point is risky. Might certainly be better if we just back up. Although a well-placed grenade is nice if it works. Probably just about hit that Triton at the back. Okay, let's go and see if we can hit this one. There we go. That's certainly dampened his day. We do have a sniper at the back here, so let's see who you have a shot on. You do have a shot at that Arthron. So we will start picking on these guys as much as we can. Should have really used my quick aim there, but didn't. Technician, you go back to your regular gun. Okay, can we see anybody with our sniper? Can if we move you to here?
Acquiring target.
We've got line of sight on one Triton who's partially hidden. Well, we didn't hit the Triton, but something blew up. Who do we have remaining? We have an assault. Right, we definitely want to finish this Triton. I think what we're going to do here is we're just going to dash.
Pushing on.
And we're going to get rid of this Triton quickly. Also means we can start to save these civilians. There we go. One Triton down. Everybody else is pretty much down to a single hit point. So let's continue. some of these Tritons and Arthrons, especially the ones that we've hit, they might just be trying to reposition, spread out a little bit, recover if they've taken any damage. The few enemies that we can't see, you're firing at a civilian. Now, while I'd prefer you didn't, at least if you're firing at civilians, you're not firing at me. So, I generally see that as a good thing. Now, he could be attacking. Came very close. That Triton's definitely moving in. That worries me. You can probably see my assault from there. We took a little damage. We do get a return fire with the shotgun. So, I'm happy with that. And we may still get that opportunity to use our heavy to land a good shot in here. We need to sort of pick the best spot where we can hit the most enemies and do the most damage. Another Triton moving in. Another shot at a civilian. Okay, so we have lost a civilian. And those Tritons, those Arthrons being inside means we can't really hit them with our grenade launcher all that well. So let's move our heavy over here. And we will see what we could hit. So we could potentially hit all three of these targets. These ones that are inside are going to be more difficult. We can't see too much about what's going on over here, but I think that's going to be the best shot to take. We can get that over the building. We can take out two of those Tritons. Okay, that's some good damage done. I'm a little bit worried about this civilian. I'm going to run over here just in case we uncover anything we didn't expect to see. That's fine. Now, I believe these are both civilians in here as well. So, do we have any more civilians that we can get out of here safely? Let's move out with you. A little combat roll out of the window. We have another civilian that we can try and get outside. I'd prefer not to lose the civilians, but if it comes between losing civilians and losing members of my own team, I'll take losing the civilians. So let's keep moving these guys out. Okay, so that's all the civilians that we've got. We do have another Arthron, another Triton out by that window.
Receiving loud and clear.
So let's... It doesn't have a very good shot from here, but we'll do what we can. We've spotted another enemy, actually. So lots of Tritons out here.
Acquiring target.
Got a fairly decent shot on this guy. We could try and take his shotgun out, but there's no guarantee that we'd manage it, so... Definitely did some decent damage to him. Let's just go ahead and hit quick aim. We might get a second shot off here, actually. I think we do have more than an action point remaining, so... There we go. One Triton fewer. And Arthrons have low willpower, so we can easily try and panic them. That'll kind of give us a couple of safety turns more than anything. So let's start running through with our Berserker. We can go out here and cause some problems later. There isn't any sort of really good cover that he can reach. Actually, no, he can reach this. That's decent cover. Let's go and put you in there. He may still eat a grenade, so it's certainly not guaranteed that he's going to survive. What can we see with our sniper? Let's take this Arthron out.
Enemy killed.
Arthrons have grenade launchers, and we prefer that not to happen. Again, my mess up there. Should have used quick aim first. I could have got a second shot off. It's a really bad habit of mine, but it's not one that's going to change today. Another dead Arthron. And again, all of these are gaining will points for us, losing will points for the enemy. If we can kill one more enemy on this turn, their loss of will points might significantly reduce their ability to do anything. So we could certainly go for a quick aim shot here. Now this is going to be quite a distant one. Wasn't enough to get the kill. That was. And looks like we've panicked pretty much everybody right now. So that will help. Let's go quick aim again, because that will actually give you enough for another shot or even an overwatch. You can't hit that one. I don't think you can see the one that's inside because you're leaning the wrong way around the corner. The chances of hitting this one are low, so let's just go for a nice wide overwatch in case one of those guys moves and we do get a line of sight on them. And I think that will be ideal. Anybody else? Just our technician. I don't really have any good spots I can put my technician in. But I will always try. Can you get a grenade in here? Probably not, due to the, you know, the building itself. Now, there is a hole in the roof. We'd always try and throw it in through the hole in the roof. Get really creative. There we go. That worked. Wasn't a kill, but certainly got some work done. Okay, let's end the turn and see what their response is to this. So hopefully all these panics are going to help us a little. The music has just become really intense. So thank you, Simeon. You owe me some new eardrums. Something is going on here. Okay, that was a shot to one of our assaults who has returned fire. And the enemy took more damage than we did. Excellent, okay. The loud music quietens a little. Let's start rescuing some of these civilians. You are out of here. You can't reach it on this turn, unfortunately. You also can't reach it on this turn, because you obviously don't want to live. You're really slow. Oh, you are kind of half paralyzed. I suppose that might be the issue. Let's go running out with you. Okay, so let us see if we can clean up here. So we're going to move out with you through the window. And we're going to take a shot at this Triton. Somewhere part of it that's nice and squishy, hopefully. There we go. Decent amount of damage. Another Triton down. So it looks like most of them now are all in the building. Our sniper can hit the one that's standing in the doorway. We should totally do that. I'll try and disable his grenade launcher if possible, but... Ah, 0 damage. Wonder what I hit there. I didn't hit what I meant to hit, that's for sure. Okay, 5 of 10 will points. We are going to go in with the quick aims for this one. We're going to try and get as many kills as we can. So, into the doorway. We are going to take a shot. We might even end up hitting the one behind him. That's not a bad thing. There we go. You are down. We are going to take another quick aim. This is getting tense now. We haven't lost anybody yet, and I don't want to start now. There is our second target down. We do still have an action point left. We could fire another shot, but we can't actually hit anybody unless we move to here. So if we move to here, another quick aim. Now this is going to be a long shot, but doesn't have a lot of health. Wasn't a kill, unfortunately. Okay, what does that leave us with? We've got our berserker who's hanging around at the back. We've got our sniper here. We've got our heavy who can still do something. In fact, our heavy can actually try and fire a grenade over here somewhere. And again, we could try and put it in through that hole in the roof. Getting the angle here. If we can get the angle just right, we can actually work this. Let's move you this way. And then let's try again and see if we can get this in through the roof. If we can get that aim right. Well, that's sweet justice. That's a hole those guys made. And there we are. Managed to survive and defend the haven. So it's showing everyone that was injured, but do remember that everybody was already injured before the mission started, so that is the reason for that. Most of our guys didn't actually take any injuries, and we get another level up. That gives us an attitude adjustment with new Jericho. Gives us some more materials, which is going to be fantastic. Means we can now pick up that infiltrator and we grab some stuff from the battlefield also. Again, I'll go through and I'll make sure that everybody gets reloaded in between missions. But what we do want to do is get everybody healed up before we go and take out this nest. I think that is going to be a priority for us. So let's just start flying there so that I don't forget. We are going to... No, we can't pick up this guy because of that building getting destroyed. So we probably need to go and fly the Manticore over to this one here. So let's go and start that movement. So nice long video with the unexpected mission defending that haven. But then when we come back next time, we'll probably go and hit that nest. So thanks a lot for watching. We hope you are still enjoying Phoenix Point with the Blood and Titanium DLC. We'll see you on the next video. And until then, goodbye for now.